Ladies and gentlemen, please silence your electronic devices and begin to take your seats. Our meeting will begin in 5 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, please silence your electronic devices and take your seats. Our FICO World General Session is about to begin.
The world belongs to the dreamers, to those who drive innovation and refuse to compromise. Using technology as fuel to blast through the next barrier and chart the course of our future. Once upon a time, building a car was done by hand, slow, expensive, until a man named Henry sparked a revolution, creating a platform to multiply efficiencies and explode productivity. The rest is history. Here today, there are so many more dreamers looking to turn insights into action, foreseeing the future to make moves that others haven't even considered. Taking the tools of the intelligence revolution and supercharging them to calculate like lightning. Always making the right decision for the optimal outcome. The difference between missing the mark and creating a personal connection. What if you could multiply that capacity exponentially, making decisions in all directions at once with unlimited scale, instantaneous, intelligent, accurate. Vast complexity made magically simple. Compounded across your whole enterprise, friction fades. Smooth becomes fast. Every decision is explosive power that propels with escape velocity to unstoppable momentum. And the world is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Vice President of Corporate Communications and your FICO World MC, Darcy Sullivan.
Good morning. Welcome to FICO World. We're so excited to have you all here this week for our best conference ever. And I have to tell you, as the MC since 2009, it's great to see so many humans together. I say humans because, you know, it's starting to feel like AI is taking over more and more of what we do. And sure, it's helping us, but sometimes I feel like it's maybe gunning for my job a little bit too. In fact, it was kind of a worrying report. Gartner wrote a report on a new trend called machine customers. And that's where your business's digital agent talks to the customer's digital agent and nobody human even shows up, right? So I'm thinking, what does this mean for conferences? Could they replace an MC? And what would that look like? Well, I have seen the future in a movie called Real Genius. And unfortunately, here's what it might look like.
Give me a new sensation in a place that has no name. Something tells me I'll never.
So So I'm just glad to be standing here looking at a room full of real people, not tape recorders, iPhones, and robots. Let's get down to some logistics to help you have the best conference ever this week. So first of all, our Wi-Fi network is FICO World 25. Password to get into it is sunny Florida with an exclamation point. We encourage you to do a lot of social posting this week. Please use the hashtags FICO World 25 and FICO. Now, I'd like to thank the people, besides our events team, besides the whole marketing team, besides everybody at FICO, who puts this conference on, and that is our sponsors. So let's have a big round of applause for the sponsors this year. These are our partners, and I have to say, I want you to check them out in the Innovation Center. They're doing some fantastic work. Now, you should all have the FICO World app now. If you don't have it, you can search for it in the place where you get your apps. It's called FICO Events. The event ID that you want to look for when you get that is FICO World 25. And everything is in there. Maps are in there, your agenda's in there. You can personalize your agenda and make sure and get that. Also, when you go to each session, please do your session evaluations in the app. That really helps us improve the conference every year. Now, we've gamified the app to make it even more fun. You can participate in the FICO World 25 game through the app this year. You earn points just by attending sessions. You earn points. You complete a survey, there's more points. You join a Q&A, there's more points. You share stuff on social with hashtag FICO World 25, more points. What do you get for these points? Are there prizes? Of course there's prizes. So we're gonna announce these on Friday. There are gonna be 10 runners up who get a $25 marketplace token. Third place is a $250 marketplace certificate. Second place is a $500 Hilton gift card for accommodation or spa, and a signed Micah Parsons football. And first place, free FICO World 2026 registration and a signed Micah Parsons jersey. So please participate in the game. FICO people, this is not for you. This is for the attendees, okay? All right, so thank you to our gamification sponsor, SWBC. Now, one of the most valuable things you can do at this conference, besides participate in the game, obviously, is schedule consultations. The consultations are where you sit down one-on-one with FICO experts and get to the bottom of what you really need to do and chart your course forward. So please set up a consultation. You can set them up in the app. They're taking place on levels 2 and 3 today, tomorrow, and Friday, and you can also sign up at the consultation desk in the Innovation Center. Now, when you registered and you got that little bag, you got a marketplace voucher which can be exchanged for a $25 FICO Market token at the FICO Marketplace kiosk in the Innovation Center. You've probably seen it, it's right outside. And you can redeem this token for FICO merchandise. So we've actually got swag this year for you, and you can go and get some, and of course, if you get enough points, you get even more swag, okay? And don't forget to scan the gamification QR code at checkout in the app to earn more points. It's all about the points this year, right? Now, in your goodie bag, you also got a reusable water bottle, and you can refill that at water stations throughout the foyer. Now, we're doing something we've never done this year. We're announcing the launch of our annual customer experience survey. And some of you have taken this before, but this is the first time we've actually done it at FICO World. So your feedback is super important to us. It's really at the heart of everything we do. And this survey is your chance to share your thoughts and help us react to those, okay? So if you have any questions on it, there's a booth during the event. Our customer experience team will be located right next to registration where you can take the survey, ask questions, and talk about how that's gonna work, all right? Now, let's talk about some of the fun stuff we're gonna be doing this week. Some industry conferences are known for their content, and some are known for their parties, right? Well, I'm glad to say FICO World is known for both. And those of you who've been here before will know this. So join us tonight at the hotel for the Miami Neon Beach Party, sponsored by TISA's, from 6 to 10, okay? Tomorrow night, our FICO World party, sponsored by AWS, is in the Lone Depot. And this is where the Marlins play. It's from 7 to 11. And this is not a party with like a corny cover band. We're bringing in a special musical artist, Nelly. DJ Ricky, can I get a Nelly beat, please? That's what I'm talking about. Now, the hotel management has requested me to tell you that if you feel it is getting hot in here, please do not take off all your clothes, okay? Save that for tomorrow night. Now, in addition, the party's gonna have tons of sports games, and you can even participate in a volleyball clinic with members of the Women's Volleyball Federation, so professional volleyball players showing you how to spike and serve and all cool stuff. And don't leave early because there is a special surprise at 10:30 tomorrow night at the party that you're gonna wanna see. Now, after all the fun tonight at the Miami Neon Beach Party sponsored by TSYS, get your butts right back in the seats tomorrow for a 9 o'clock general session. I know it sounds early, but it's gonna be good. So in addition to more panels, we have a very special announcement from our own Chief Analytics Officer, AI guru, Scott Zoldi. And we have a keynote presentation from Nate Silver, the man whose election predictions are almost as accurate as the FICO score. I said almost as accurate. So his new book is on risk management, and he's going to kick the morning off. So be sure to be here at 9 a.m. prompt. And then on Friday, after Nelly, after you have the night of your life and the hangover from hell, we have a great closing session where you will be inspired by some AI innovators from outside the industry, as well as our own Rachel Hathaway. And there's one thing more I want to tell you about the conference this week, which is we are giving back. And this is important to FICO. So we're working with Feeding South Florida. So for every attendee who registered for this conference, we donated a portion of your registration fees to Feeding South Florida, a local hunger relief organization. And as you can see, for every dollar we donated to them, they can provide 4 meals. This is a great cause. Now with that, it's my honor to bring on our first presenter today. He is the first person ever appointed to the position of President of Software at FICO. Please welcome Nikhil Bahal.
Thank you, Darcy. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Good morning. Let's give a big round of applause for Darcy Sullivan. This was his 16th FICO World. Good morning and welcome to FICO World 2025. Thank you for being here. I know your time is incredibly valuable, and we are truly honored that you are here with us this week. Thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting us. And thank you for allowing us to participate in building your future. I love FICO World. There are so many things about this week that are just spectacular. But you know what I love most about this week? I love the fact that magic happens as we learn from one another, as we forge new connections, and we strengthen those bonds that we have developed over years of coming to FICO World. FICO World is the perfect opportunity to not just dream about the future, but to have meaningful conversations and discussions about how to make it real. We are deeply committed to being a true partner as you take your strategic next step in transforming your business and shaping the future of your customer experiences. Our mission at FICO is simple: to power your intelligent enterprise. An intelligent enterprise that leverages technology to harness the power of assets that exist in your business, like your data, by using AI and machine learning and advanced analytics to make best-in-class decisions, to optimize your operations, to drive innovation in your organizations, and to allow hyper-connected, hyper-personalized customer experiences at scale. All to drive growth and profitability for you while reducing and managing risk. We know that creating this differentiation can be very, very challenging. And we are here to help you imagine all the possibilities for intelligently driving your customer experience so it becomes a competitive force and differentiator for you. We will show you how you can optimize every single decision, turning them into a competitive advantage for you. And how am I so confident that we can do this? Because we at FICO know, to our very core, that we are the best of the best, and frankly, the only choice to make this dream a reality. We have been pioneers in analytics-driven decisioning from the very beginning, helping shape, helping define this market and industry itself. We don't just compete, we set the standard, others follow. And with the innovation that you will see from us this week and beyond, we are going to continue to raise the standard. We lead so you can lead. We innovate so you can win. But let's be clear. Winning is not guaranteed. It takes action, it takes commitment, it takes accountability, and it takes a vision to be able to see the possibilities that you haven't even imagined. And at FICO, we have always conducted ourselves with this ethos. Partnership with you to jointly build best-in-class solutions that have driven market-leading results and outcomes that drive real value for your business. And as we build this next chapter together, one thing is clear. Hyper-personalization in real time across every single touch point is no longer a luxury. It is a consumer's baseline expectation. Consumers demand seamless experiences, and frankly, their loyalty hinges on this. To stay competitive and to continue to win, this is a must-have. We hear this from you. We hear this from across the industry, and the research that you see here just reinforces this point. These statistics highlight a stark reality. Failing to deliver on your customers' expectation has very real consequences. This shift presents a formidable challenge. How do you keep pace with your customers' changing expectations and demands of you while simultaneously staying ahead of the competition? The answer is not just evolution. It is revolution. And this is what the intelligence revolution is. And as we dive into it today and the rest of this week, let's take a little look back about how we got here. In the 60s, customer experience was based on human connection, deep personal relationships. The grocer knew your name. The local butcher would ask how your family was. Loyalty wasn't built through data. It was built through familiarity, trust, community, one-to-one, personal engagement. And you know what? Your banker, they knew who you were. They understood your goals. They remembered your milestones, and they helped you and guided you through your major life decisions. Switching banks was not common. It was a hassle. And the relationships that you had with your bank kept you rooted for decades. In the 80s, businesses began to scale personalizations. Airlines launched frequent flyer programs. Grocery stores offered loyalty cards. You earned points, received birthday discounts, and were grouped into broad segments, clusters. Financial institutions followed suit, storing basic customer data. They offered batch-based personalization, credit card rewards, birthday mailers, and tiered offers. And more recently, we have seen the rise of digital data and CRM. Brands like Amazon started recommending products that you might like based on how you have browsed and others like you. Email started using your name, location, preferences. Banks have adopted CRM as well. Many of you see it every day. Sending segmented offers, tracking interactions, promoting products based on your basic profile data. Much of it reactive, rarely in real time. And with the evolution of digital banking, customers no longer need to visit a branch. They can manage their finances on their phones. Anytime, anywhere. And suddenly, banks aren't just competing with the branch across the street, they are competing with every single branch that has a mobile app on their phones. And you know what? Loyalty is no longer a given. It has to be earned through seamless digital-first experiences. And even now, as many of you are working to basic expectations that your customers have and figuring out how to deliver on these basic expectations, here comes the next significant paradigm shift. In both technology and in your customers' expectations. AI is not just emerging, it is now embedded in everyday life, shaping interactions, recommendations, and experiences at every single turn. You know, Netflix curates your homepage based on what you want to watch. They know before you know. Spotify delivers mood-based playlists before you even know you need them. Nike suggests workouts, not for me apparently, tailored to your movements, goals, and weather. Airbnb tailors listings based on your vibe. By the way, this morning for me, you know what I really want to be doing? Out on the beach behind us, my feet in the sand, cocktail in my hand, watching a beautiful sunset. Financial services are no different. The same shift is palpable, just with higher stakes. Customers no longer walk into a branch, they log into an app. They expect you, their bank, to know them, not just an account number. They want you to be looking at them as a real person, an individual with financial goals, with major life events, with spending habits, and with future needs. They expect real-time personalization across every single touch point. And today's consumers, have a lot more power and control than ever before. They no longer need to stay loyal to just one institution. Instead, they are powered by AI-powered tools that act as their personal financial agents. These tools, they're not just making recommendations. They are actively managing financial relationships on behalf of these consumers, making decisions in real time to optimize outcomes. Look at these statistics. Consumers are no longer the only customer that you need to serve. AI-powered agents acting on behalf of them are rapidly becoming your consumers as well. And if your institution isn't ready for this shift, if it doesn't have an agentic platform architecture, one that is built to deliver personalization, speed, interoperability, and intelligence that these agents demand, they will simply move on. And as they do, they will take your human customer with them. In this new era, understanding and engaging both customers and their intelligent agents is not optional. It is absolutely essential for growth, actually for survival. For years, businesses have tried to keep up. They've tried to supercharge their CRM engines, adding more data, more automation, more customer insights, even bolt-on software. But look, here's the reality. A CRM alone is just not enough. Why? Because a CRM is just a place to store data, static data. It tells you what happened. It is giving you a look into the rear view mirror. It doesn't tell you what's going to happen next. And while you can build some agents into this CRM, they lack the basic intelligence needed to make trustworthy decisions at scale, or to coordinate against those multi-agent teams we talked about to drive real business outcomes. For that, you need next generation CRM, one connected ecosystem that powers every customer decision and ensures that every single interaction is consistent across every single channel. True one-to-one hyper-personalization that is optimized in real time based on the latest intelligence on every single customer that you serve. Sounds simple, right? Pretty simple. But you know, and I know, that is really, really hard to do. And that's where FICO comes in. Because with FICO Platform, we are solving this. Not just by responding to your customer need, but by anticipating them and driving that next best action. And that, my friends, is where the real transformation begins. Because it's no longer enough to personalize once or to react to one data point in isolation. Today's consumers expect every interaction to feel deeply personal, connected, contextual, consistent. You can orchestrate intelligent, hyper-personalized moments that seamlessly flow together, delivering an always-on, end-to-end customer experience that feels effortless, intuitive, and uniquely tailored to every single customer that you serve. We're talking about transforming every engagement into a moment of relevance. A curated, intelligent experience that doesn't just meet expectations, it exceeds them and makes the perfect recommendation at just the right time, at just the right place. A seamless interaction that feels effortless, a surprise that turns an ordinary interaction into something magical. This is what keeps consumers coming back. Not just because they're satisfied, but because they feel seen, they feel understood and valued in ways they never even imagined or expected. The market is evolving, consumers are changing, and the technology that powers decisioning has to keep up. It must stay ahead. Imagine a world where every customer interaction is not just a transaction. Imagine a world where it is an opportunity to deeply understand your customer, strengthen loyalty, and deliver real-time value. A simple credit card swipe is not just a payment. It's a value data point that helps you understand your customer behavior even more intimately across every single use case. A world where fraud detection does more than just stop bad actors. It enhances personalization, loyalty strategies, and engagement. Where payment data isn't just used to flag risk, but to decode your customers' preferences. Now imagine your financial institution's app recognizing these signals. Something as personal as a marriage, a new baby, a new home, or a child's graduation. And sending proactive offers and notifications seamlessly, intuitively, at just the right time, in just the right place. Magical. And making this dream a reality requires a platform that can connect all of these moments seamlessly. A platform that doesn't just store data, but activates it, providing actionable insights in real time. This is your customer state engine, your real-time customer intelligence hub, designed to power the intelligent, dynamic, always-on personalization that today's customers demand, and tomorrow's agent thinks it's table stakes. This kind of magical real-time experience requires a platform that is purpose-built for the future, a platform that does not rely on traditional customer programs, something that drives dynamic intelligence, that evolves with every single interaction, which will help you deliver true one-to-one personalization at scale. So you can treat every customer as a segment of one. You need dynamic customer profiles, not just static context sitting in a system, isolated, alone, useless. But living, breathing intelligence, one that continuously updates, that knows your name, infers, and predicts everything that you need to know about a customer. So that every single time a customer engages with you, whether it's online or in a store or in an app or through a call center, their state changes. Their needs shift. Their context evolves. And no matter where they engage next, that experience reflects that new insight that you have now captured, making every single touch point more relevant, more seamless, and far more valuable than it was before. This is persistent customer engagement, always on, always learning, always evolving in real time for every single customer. This evolving intelligence will allow you to fuel smarter decisions across your business, offering a perfectly timed retention incentive to a fading credit card customer, proactively offering a credit line increase to a high-valued customer that is demonstrating accelerated spending, or recommending a new protection plan to a growing family even before they ask for it. These are the kind of actions that build stronger engagement, deeper loyalty, and higher lifetime value. And this is what separates leaders from laggards. Those who truly embrace this shift, they don't just store their customers' data, but truly act on it. They don't just compete, they win. The future isn't static. It is intelligent, it is dynamic, it is always on. And to realize this vision requires more than just ambition. It requires and it demands a flexible, intelligent platform that is purposely built for continuous innovation. And for that, we are breaking down the architecture that we have in FICO Platform to make feature reuse real and seamless, so that the assets you develop, they're not locked in a single project or a team or a use case. They're modular, they are interoperable, and they're ready to be leveraged across multiple use cases without rework or inefficiency. Instead, you are no longer going to have to start from scratch every single time. You are building compounding advantage where every single investment that you make the next one faster, smarter, and more valuable. Composability gives you the ability to rapidly reassemble capabilities that will fit your unique needs without costly rip and replace transformations. Whether you're expanding into new markets, launching new products, or representing a customer behavior shift in real time. With FICO Platform, you can grow and it grows with you, allowing you to grow in a way where you can look at every single asset that you create, every model, every scorecard, every feature, and every strategy, and make it reusable, combinable, scalable across your entire enterprise. That is the future of intelligent decisioning, and that is what we have built directly into FICO Platform. And when you think about where this kind of flexibility and reuse can drive the most value, fraud comes to mind. It is one of the most powerful and complex places to start, because the insights that protect your business can also help you understand your customers better, faster, and more deeply. And at FICO, we have been leaders in fraud detection and prevention for decades. Falcon, which many of you know, has set the standard for fraud prevention, protecting billions of transactions worldwide with advanced analytics and AI-powered decisioning to stop fraud before it impacts your customer or your bottom line. And now we are bringing the power of Falcon and those capabilities into FICO Platform. So fraud detection isn't just a standalone solution, but a fully integrated enterprise-wide advantage. It becomes an integral component of your enterprise-wide decisioning system. Every fraud-related signal doesn't just mitigate risk. It becomes a reusable asset with the ability to reuse features across multiple use cases. Every single fraud-related insight does no longer stop at just fraud. It helps you understand your customer better. It strengthens your understanding of that customer. It drives risk management and engagement strategies across your entire business, multiplying the impact it has for you and for your customer. And while we put this together, we said to ourselves, why stop there? You know why? Because innovation doesn't happen in isolation. And frankly, it doesn't need to. Our new marketplace will allow customers, partners, developers, even you, to discover, share, and deploy new assets faster, helping businesses scale at a pace that keeps them ahead of the competition. Imagine having immediate access to an extensive library of ready-to-use use cases, models, apps, capabilities. Built by FICO, built by many partners in this room, built by developers, built by students at universities around the world, innovators around the world, third-party developers, and maybe even many of you right in this room. With FICO Platform, it makes it effortless to quickly deploy, to share assets, significantly shortening the cycle time from ideation to execution to driving real-world value. And it goes even beyond that. Because with FICO Platform, it breaks down organizational silos. It encourages collaboration and knowledge sharing across your teams, across your departments, making your business more agile, more responsive, more flexible, and driving speed to market to better serve your customers and drive those demands that they are asking of. Whether you're looking to quickly incorporate new fraud models, customer analytics, or decision management components, FICO Marketplace helps you scale at the pace that your customers and their agents demand. I cannot wait to hear more about this and other things that we are going to share this week. But let's not just talk about it. Why don't we put our hands on it? Why don't we see it? Go to the Innovation Center, ask for a demo, sign up for a POC, and see it in action. Staying ahead isn't just about scaling faster. It's about making every single interaction faster, embedding intelligence into every fabric of every decision. You know, we've talked about it. AI is transforming everything. But it's not just about having AI. It's about having AI that works for you. And AI has gone through its own evolution. It was a visionary concept in the 50s. And it has now advanced into an entirely new era of agentic AI, where models continuously learn, adapt, and autonomously act to deliver optimal business outcomes. And at FICO, we have always been visionaries, driven by the promise of tomorrow, but focused on what we can build today to make that future even better than imagined. And we understand that every single business has its own unique needs, strengths, expertise, vision. We know that AI is not about homogenizing your business. It is about amplifying what makes you different, what makes you differentiated in the marketplace. And we know that it is about enabling your strategic vision and empowering your distinctive value proposition. Agentic AI makes this possible, moving beyond generic solutions towards something that is deeply personalized, self-adaptive experiences, tailored specifically for your customer and for your brand identity. And with an agentic and agent-based architecture, embedded deeply within every single layer of FICO Platform, we have created a dynamic system that is capable of proactively composing intelligent, customized solutions aligned to your business intent and your customer experience goals. This approach allows you to discover hidden opportunities that are based on what makes you truly exceptional. Imagine a world where you can compose solutions through natural language, where FICO Platform translates those intentions into real-time operational solutions in near real time. That is where we are going, and it is a lot closer than you think. Later this morning, Bill Wade will take you deeper into how these groundbreaking innovations will shape the era of applied intelligence. And later today, in our super session, you will get your first look at how FICO Platform is bringing this very thing to life. Tomorrow, I cannot wait for you to hear from Dr. Zoldi. You have heard a lot of buzz around Gen AI and large language models. But here's the reality. LLMs can cost you a ton, not just to run and operate, but even more so through their hallucinations. And in your business, the consequences of these hallucinations can be terminal. At FICO, whether we are building algorithmic AI or probability-based models like LLMs, we have always held one core belief, one core principle. Everything we do must be trustworthy. That means that every model must be ethical, it must be explainable, and it must be responsible. 90% accuracy is not good enough. Trust is paramount. It is not optional. And tomorrow, we have big news to share with you. So stay tuned. At FICO, we don't just chase buzz or hype. We pursue tangible value relentlessly. We are committed to staying ahead at the forefront of AI innovation, creating AI solutions uniquely tailored to your strengths and your strategic vision. Because at FICO, AI is not just technology alone. It is about facilitating intelligent decision-making that generates real, differentiated business outcomes and unparalleled customer experiences for you. And these advancements, they're just the beginning. At the end of the day, this is not just about building a platform that is agile, intelligent, or innovative. It is about empowering you so that you can innovate faster, more deeply engage with your customers, and differentiate your business in true, meaningful ways. It's about helping you create the future that your customers expect, the future they deserve. And this week at FICO World, we will explore firsthand how this future that we have described today becomes a reality. And you will leave here equipped not just with inspiration, but with actionable strategies, insights, and clear next steps. And frankly, the confidence to transform your business. That is the future of decisioning. That is the future of customer experience. That is your future. Let's build it together. Thank you. Let's move on to our first panel of the morning. Let's talk about how we are going to bring intelligent enterprises to life. At FICO, we have been about exactly this for nearly 70 years at this point. We have been pioneers in this category, working in close partnership with our customers and with our partners. What does this mean for a customer journey? We are now going to explore just that with some of our top customers, our partners, and with FICO CEO, Will Lansing. And I'd love to invite Will up on stage. Elizabeth Billiard from BMO. She's the head of North America Retail Credit and the Chief Risk Officer. Morgan Whitaker, who's the CRO of Wells Fargo. Yes. Morgan, nice to see you. And John Gibbons from FICO. Will, come. Oh, well, no. his team have been dreaming up all kinds of phenomenal stuff, and I've been thinking hard about how to put the right pieces in place at the right time to actually bring this to life. And that future that I outlined earlier this morning, there's really something that Bill and the team have worked hard to put in place and have really worked hard to develop. And I'm beyond excited to have Bill come join us on stage and to actually share these groundbreaking new results that we are putting out and these new innovations that we're bringing to market. Bill?
Thank you, Nikhil. Good morning. When I stood on this stage last year, the intelligent revolution was already in full swing. In fact, the level of innovation that many of you have put on FICO Platform made you a vanguard of this revolution. 12 months later, technology and AI progression has not relented. In the next 14 minutes, my goal is to highlight the innovations we are working to put into your hands by the end of this calendar year. Much of that is undergoing beta evaluations right now as we speak. My focus today will be limited to highlights, so I encourage you to visit the Solution Center for hands-on demonstrations and attend detailed breakouts that will delve into the many exciting aspects of what's coming. Later this year, we will release the next version of FICO Platform. It will redefine the decision intelligence platform category, and it will establish the next horizon of growth for your businesses. That version targets major enhancements that enable FICO's enterprise fraud solution and requests from many of you. The next release introduces many new enhancements and new and enhanced capabilities for FICO Platform. Today, I'm going to focus on just 4 of them. The first, feature management, is one of the most material enhancements to the FICO Platform and warrants a deeper dive. First, features transcend all FICO Platform use cases, meaning that features are shared across FICO Platform, inherently promoting expanded reuse and ROI for each of your use case landscape. This enables you to amplify the investments you make in one use case, say fraud, for all other use cases, marketing, customer management, collections, and others. Second, features manage their own state. This is new. It means features will adapt in real time to what's happening in the market and your business so that they will always be up to date with the latest information, an always-on reliable source. The data is federated. This means you don't need to make investments in data warehouses or normalizing your data. The data lineage is automatically tracked to the specific use cases for both audit and business outcome measurement. We have replaced the need for traditional ETL work and replaced them with validation and transformation services that greatly simplify and automate data integration. We have added automatic persistent for features on FICO Platform, which eliminates the need for you to establish databases or manage the data. We have added intelligent agents that check for logic flaws in your feature calculations and automatically sequence those calculations. All of this is initially accomplished with 6 different feature calculation types, including time-based windows, recursive profiles, global profiles, and KPIs, and others. What does this mean for your business? Fraud transaction profiles across customers, device, payee, and other entities is a standard fraud practice. But what if we also profile for transactional risk offers and servicing? Those profiles could quickly open insights into additional use cases such as delinquency, line management, and offers. In practice, this is being done today by many of you, but at the expense and complexity of managing the data and sending that data for each use case. With feature management, this is no longer required. The state of these profiles is automatically updated across the use cases on FICO Platform. But it does not end there. As new data is sent to FICO Platform, existing features are enriched, new features are added, and use cases can expand with nominal effort, all while deriving deeper insights and greater business return. Let's move on to composition. Composition offers a simplified and streamlined business function for creating new use cases. Compositions do not require any scripting, coding, or data integration, hence the term business. All composed capabilities are intelligent about what they need. I'm going to repeat that. All composed capabilities are intelligent about what they need. They know how they work. They know how they execute. They even know how to test and visualize their outcome. Hang on to that. They are also data aware. They are aware of all of the features that are on FICO Platform. This means you no longer have to worry about passing them data. It's aware, inherently and automatically. This means the process of composition does not require complex skills to gain reuse and configure new use cases. With the addition of a fully self-declared lifecycle management capable of user-defined workflows, approvals, and tracking, and supplemented by a defined option for persistence governance tracking, composability addresses compliance and management considerations with a full audit-ready history. I'll just let that sink in for a bit. Between feature management and business composability, the level of effort to configure new use cases has been materially reduced. Let's move on to the next one, decisioning. This next generation decisioning that we are introducing is such an industry-leading, game-changing aspect, I cannot steal the thunder of the team later today. So I'm going to encourage you to attend the session in this room after the main stage later today. They're going to step you through how unified metaphors will ease the authoring and visualization, fundamentally changing the way you think about decisioning. They will discuss how decisions come analytic ready for data-driven improvements, how they are traceable, and how there is a persistence audit trail to understand outcomes. Like compositions, they are data aware, but they are also self-aware and outcome aware, driving the next generation of decision intelligence to our industry-leading capabilities. Last but not least is our newly architected deployment management. It's important from a business and a technology perspective. It offers fully client-managed deployment without the need for provisioning. That means it's entirely in your control. It includes automatic upgrades with your testing, which means that when you launch something and test it, you have the latest and greatest from FICO. It offers simplified elastic compute with a full control plane. For those who are less technical in the audience, it means you actually have visibility and control over what's going on with FICO Platform. It also offers self-healing and automated recovery. But my favorite one, the most challenging one, it supplies support for multi-regional synchronization of configurations and state. Many of you have asked for this. It means we can run in multi-regions at the same speed we run in a single region. Not an easy feat. With this version of FICO Platform, we are empowering enterprise fraud solution on FICO Platform. Let's take a look at what that means. First, the models. We have actually incorporated the existing Falcon fraud models that you use today into this platform architecture. This simplifies and offers backward compatibility for all Falcon users today to move to platform. It also offers independent expansion of the data and for modeling upfront and over time, meaning you can change the data model and expand it however and whenever you see. This streamlines and simplifies the adoption of enterprise fraud solution on FICO Platform, but at the same time, it expands the predictive power of the models and offers a stronger business outcome unique to your business, unique to you. We also are offering simplified model upgrades through the cloud offering, along with the option to run simultaneous models for performance evaluation. It horizontally scales across the volumes of all fraud type and unifies profiles for a deeper fraud insight. The Case Manager offers a modernized alert and case management user experience tailored specific to your individual needs. Direct integration with the fraud detection for model hot lists and rules closed loop feedback. Tailored queue management and routing, dynamic reporting, and KPI visualization. Of course, it comes with business configurability. So you can bring your own models, you can bring your own hot lists, you can bring your own rules for improved solution performance, but also differentiation. You can have an established, supported enterprise fraud solution from FICO, or you can configure a unique fraud solution with FICO capabilities, still leveraging FICO models and IP. We are introducing AI-based outcome assistance. There is so much I could say about this, but I'm going to encourage you to visit the Innovation Center and see it firsthand. I want you to see this first by actually looking at the demo. It's the most impressive way and easiest way to understand what we're offering here. Of course, we are offering robust profile feature management, all user-defined across all fraud types and customer, device, payee, and any sort of entity you would like to. But most importantly, what most of you asked for is we've enhanced the execution support for multiple contexts, not only to hundreds, but thousands of features in a high throughput, low latency execution. I won't share the numbers, but you will all be impressed by them. We will also offer predefined features from FICO and third parties, so you can actually increase your rapid adoption. All of this is made available and delivered through a fully public and private marketplace. You have access to the complete FICO enterprise fraud solution. You can explore pre-configured inventory of fraud capabilities. You can discover a growing catalog of relevant third-party data providers. You can easily incorporate third-party capabilities and solutions into your use cases. And you can see available service providers ready to support you on your FICO platform journey. But you can also create your own enterprise marketplace. This is a request from you, where you can have internal collaboration and sharing and lifecycle management and subscription management for your enterprise, sharing assets across your enterprise. This is just the beginning. We have numerous planned innovations over the next 12 to 18 months that build upon your investments in FICO Platform and these next generation capabilities just shared. For starters, these capabilities are based on an agentic software architecture that will empower you, partners, clients, and FICO to produce agentic solutions, including AI solutions. You will see incremental AI assistance and intelligent capabilities. You will see feature management grow with event-driven feature triggers, paving the way to transformational risk management approach, shifting your business from a proactive to a proactive customer engagement model. Our processors and partners will expand marketplace-driven use cases, capitalizing on the fraud investments. It will include risk-based transactional analytics, personalized data offers, client servicing, and more. This is just a sneak peek into what's coming. Please join me in this journey by exploring all of these new innovations this week and discover how they can help you with your investments in FICO Platform. Thank you very much.
Thanks, buddy. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Your FICO World Super Session is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Your FICO World Super Session is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome FICO Vice President Global Platform Practice, Mazen Musa.
Hello, everybody. I'm really thrilled to be here with you at FICO World. This is my 10th FICO World, and I have to say, it just keeps getting better and better. For those who don't know me, you might want to keep it this way for your own benefit. Joking. My name is Mazen Musa, and I lead our platform practice globally. What that means is that I get the privilege to travel the world and meet a lot of you from clients and partners and work with you on how we can solve complex business problems using the FICO platform. Earlier today, Nikhil painted a really powerful picture on how the FICO platform will power your intelligent enterprise. And Bill shared with you a great overview of all the things that are coming your way on the FICO platform. What we're going to do in this session, we're going to deep dive deeper into these innovations and how they come together to transform the way that you create and deliver value to all of your customers and the businesses that you work with. So I promise you, we have a great 3-course Michelin star right before lunch for you today. And the first part of this presentation is gonna focus on sharing with you some of the key market trends and how FICO has been keeping up with all these innovations that are happening and what we will introduce to the FICO platform. In the second part of this presentation, I will be joined by my colleague, Horia Tipi, who will join us from our product management organization to showcase all of these innovations, functionality, and improvements that we're introducing to the FICO platform. And we're saving the best for last, where I'm gonna invite, and I advise you to stick around, because we're gonna close out by inviting someone on stage who is pushing the limits using the FICO platform and delivering a great value for their customers using all the capabilities that we have and staying ahead of the curve. Are you guys ready? Let's do it. So Nikhil touched upon these trends that you see here on the slides, and I want to emphasize a couple of these trends. The first thing, as many of you know, over the past couple of decades, there's few things that changed. One is market trends, and two, customer expectations. We're well beyond the days of digital transformations and cloud adoptions. And your consumers not only expect convenience and on-demand and everything, but they expect a very personalized, intelligent, cross-channel experience that this is no longer optional for them, as Nikhil said. This is the baseline. But what's very different, that there's a new layer that is emerging that we're seeing. AI is no longer just in the hands of enterprises, but it's also in the hands of consumers. All of these generative AI tools and personal agents, your customers are engaging with intelligent system in their day-to-day life. This is something that we have not seen before. That means their expectations evolving even faster, and the way that they're coming to your businesses and asking you for a new level of sophistication of how you engage with them and what they expect to you in return. This shift introduces a whole new paradigm and complexity for enterprises, because you're no longer just dealing with those consumers, you are actually dealing with them along with their AI agents and also the intelligent technology that they have in their hands. So what that means is that we are at an inflection point, and complexity here isn't really the enemy, it's actually the entry point for more and more innovation. So whether what we're seeing here is AI is reshaping that with the way that we do decisions. We're seeing new models for marketplaces and rising customer expectations in terms of how they want their experience to be personalized. We're seeing a shift with composable agent technologies and frameworks and architectures appearing everywhere. Everything signaled to one thing: the time is to act now. You have a choice, but if you wait, you're not just falling behind. What you're really doing is that you're giving your competitors a head start. And they'll be soon enough looking at you like Leonardo DiCaprio looked at Tom Hanks in that movie and said, "Catch me if you can." Now, here's the good news. We saw this coming, and we consistently stayed ahead of those emerging trends, setting you up with all the tools and technologies that you would need to stay ahead of the market and be able to leapfrog it. While others have been focused on process automation, we have launched analytically powered solutions in the past, like Falcon, Blaze, and also Triad. And as digital transformation started to emerge, we picked that up and we added capabilities with optimization, with collections, and with communications as well. And when cloud became critical, we delivered a cloud-native decision management suite that was setting the pace for agile, scalable decisioning. And now, with the rise of the AI era, we are giving you a composable ecosystem that is staying ahead of the curve and offering you what we call an API-first agent platform, powered also by a marketplace and built for the future of these autonomous, eco-led innovation. And as the world has evolved, and so we are. And we are gonna be helping you to do the same. As I travel the world and I meet with, different financial institutions, insurance companies, telcos, partners, there is one thing that I see over and over and over, which is a siloed, disconnected customer experience. And sometimes I'm talking about, approving a line of credit for somebody that has been more than 90 days in collections. Sometimes it's about giving a marketing offer to somebody that has just been targeted by a scammer. When we as consumer interact with our providers, financial services, insurance, telcos, we don't think in terms of business units or systems. We're not a mortgage application on Monday, collection on Tuesday, marketing lead on Friday. We are people with emotions, needs, and goals. So whether you're applying for a loan, handling a dispute, or responding to a marketing offer, we expand our enterprises that are serving us, the banks, to know us, to know our history, to understand our needs, what we need in that specific moment. And we expect to be treated as individuals in a very consistent, unified, and a connected experience across every interaction that we have with you. Because remember one thing, customers do not want to be treated like a number, except in one case, which is their loyalty point, and it better be a big number. And while in theory, we all agree we need to serve the human and not the account, the reality inside most organizations is extremely different. And those everyday customer interactions, they span across multiple systems, across multiple teams, across multiple disconnected decision points. And no matter where you go, big banks, small banks, big insurance companies, small insurance companies, any type of organization, they all operate in silos. And each team has its own goals, its own KPIs, its own data, its own logic, which ended up causing the friction, and that friction will end up costing you customer experience, customer satisfaction, and by a result, customer loyalty. So what we discovered by talking to clients, this is not a strategy problem. The majority of people understand that the strategy is to look at the customer holistically. But what we discovered, this is an architecture problem, a system problem, because the systems are not allowing for that intelligent, connected experience that customers expect us to deliver today. That is the disconnect. But we have found the answer for that. And this is where the FICO Platform comes in. FICO Platform will act as your applied intelligence layer, the connecting tissue that will bring and link every part of your organization together. It sits between your data, your systems, your customer interactions, and making it possible to actually turn all the data into insights, and the insights into decisions, and the decisions into outcome, and all in real time. And what we also do is to close that loop back process to feed all the results to your strategies, to your models, so you continue to learn and improving them. And whether you're trying to orchestrate decisions across multiple product lines, or you're trying to bring in a more personalized customer experience in the moment, or continuously to learn what's working and what's not, the platform is going to enable you to exactly accomplish that in a seamless and a scalable way. And we're also taking it a step further. And with the FICO Marketplace, we are bringing to you a new layer of ecosystem-first innovation that you can scale by tapping into a growing digital hub of bringing more data and more assets, such as third-party data providers, predictive models, pre-built solutions, IP-created solutions, and an ever-expanding ecosystems of partners and solution providers that are gonna partner with you through the FICO Platform. So what we're truly doing is we're empowering you and unlocking the power of AI through that intelligent decision framework to fast-track the ability to discover, test, and instantly deploy all assets without leaving the FICO Platform. It's in one place. So we created a trusted place for you and your partners to collaborate together in a safe environment to create a highly differentiated AI-powered experiences that nobody else can match. And Marketplace will give that to your teams and partners a space to collaborate together, to share, to reuse, without silos. You're no longer operating separately. And if you want to see it in action, please do not miss the breakout of our marketplace session with our two partners, Cognizant and Teradata. And please make sure you pass by the demo center where you can see also a demo of that marketplace. And now what you're seeing here is the ecosystem effect in action with the FICO platform at the center. This is what we're seeing. This is where the intelligence becomes real. This is where your data, analytics, system, channels, they all connect and come together, not just for making decision, but you're really orchestrating intelligence across the entire enterprise. And that is how you are going to be enabled to deliver a standout customer experience that scale. And by now, you're asking yourself the million-dollar question. Well, Mazen, this is great, but how does this come to life? And to answer that question, I would like to invite my colleague, Horia Tipi, which is our VP of Product Management, to come here on stage and also help me walk you through the FICO Platform innovations together. Horia? So, Horia, we've continued to build out our feature and profiling capabilities on the FICO platform. So, even more to create a more powerful vehicle for all these customers that we have here to drive more consistent and optimal business outcomes. So, do you mind expanding on that, please?
Mazen, I'd love to. So, features are what allows you to take raw data, like a purchase, a deposit, or a login event, and turn them into meaningful decision signals and insights. Our platform achieves this by managing features as stateful, always-on data that updates in real time and that is aggregated against all other data up to that point. Whether it's a customer, an account, or a device, you define what matters, from transaction history and login frequency to balance trends and channel activity. These real-time profiles become the heartbeat of intelligent decisioning. They help the system understand and predict not just what is happening, but why it's happening and what is likely to happen next. So when a decision needs to be made, whether it's a fraud alert, a credit approval, or a marketing offer, it's made with full context, informed by the full picture. A complete profile of the in-the-moment context built from the latest data aggregated against historical patterns to detect and predict needs, intent, and response.
And when you do that at scale, you start driving, a more powerful picture where business outcomes are, great, where faster approval, lower losses, or, higher engagement drive more personalized customer experiences. So if you're already a Falcon user, or if you're already a fraud on the platform user, you've seen that firsthand on how powerful these features could be by helping you spotting and stopping fraud before it happens. So Horia, do you mind showing us how that would look like?
Absolutely, Mazen. So our next generation aggregation features ingest, store, and intelligently augments all the data you need for decisioning. This allows you to create dynamic profiles that are updated not just with the latest real-time data, but at the processing speeds and throughput that you need to feed your most mission-critical, ultra-low latency applications, such as credit and debit card fraud. This is just one of the ways we're opening up additional use cases on FICO Platform, but more on that a little bit later.
And while I've got a lot of clients that care about speed and volume and scale, I'm actually more excited on how we're expanding this to bring it to additional use cases across the customer lifecycle.
Exactly. So we're bringing all of this augmented data into a foundational feature management layer that will percolate out across all of your use cases. It goes so much more beyond just fraud. This reusability and always-on persistence is going to transform the way your lines of business make decisions and enhance each other.
And while we see that your fraud team might be laser focused on transaction patterns, or deposits team might care about average balances, and your marketing team might not be using any of those features. There's so much going on in the, that we could be missing because we're not utilizing that capability. So imagine what happens when you bring all of that together, and every swipe of a card, every transaction, every transfer, every login, every location, every device, every interaction across every channels, leads to actually mature the profile and add context. And what we've seen that the card fraud team might not really care about what, the deposit account transfers, until it helps them realize that Carrie, in this case, is a really hard-working mom who tends to do her financials, really late at night before sleeping. And those seemingly suspicious credit card transactions at 2 a.m., they're not really fraud. They are a sign of an exhausted parent that is trying to keep up with life. And by bringing those insights together and across all these previously siloed, disconnected decisions, you are getting the opportunity to detect and predict better customer behavior. And as we start to getting more data and Carrie's profiles start to mature, what we notice is maybe an uptick in her spending on, luxury stores, coupled with, at the same time, a leap in her average deposits in her account, and maybe IP logins as well, while she travels the world for business. And what this is really telling us that this is a perfect moment to actually send Carrie a marketing lead because she just got a promotion. And this is not just about capturing, the moments of your, top-tier customers, but it's also about, in this case, looking at Sam, understanding that Sam has been, we're noticing an uptick in his card spend, and paired with a lot of balance transfers from his savings account and late loan payments. And what this really given us is not a sounding alarm for a card fraud or an opportunity to give him a credit line increase, but this is flagging a customer that is in financial distress, a customer that needs help. And this is where the power of those connected decisioning comes into bear, to actually given you the ability to understanding your customer and understanding how you should interact with him, and be able to provide proactive feedback rather than reacting way too late.
And we didn't stop there, Mazen. So with our next generation feature management on FICO Platform, we're taking the concept of a feature with all the powerful reuse and decision insights, and we're using it to store, enhance, and add context to even more of the data flowing through FICO Platform.
Well, that sounds great, Horia. Can you please walk us through that?
Well, for starters, this is so much more than the traditional feature store used by traditionally just your data science teams. Business users, I emphasize, business users are going to have all the tools they need right at their fingertips to create, track, and test the data across their decisioning ecosystem.
So just to hear that right, so what you're really saying, that we're really opening up a playground of innovation for business users, where they can do anything and everything without any IT or technical involvement.
That's right. So we're giving users even more flexibility for tracking the things they care about most. For example, with stored values, you will be able to see how customer attributes change over time. Not just their latest state, but how it's trending. Or let's take KPI features. This is a big one. With KPI features, we're actually letting business users define the calculations and metrics that matter to them. We're building on the tens and hundreds of thousands of customer attributes, customer characteristics, and other features available in the system. This is going to help them really understand the impact of decisions on business outcomes. As Bill said earlier this morning, imagine not having to worry about storing all this data, whether it's customer data or business data. FICO Platform takes care of that.
So are you really saying, are we retroactively tracing those performances?
Indeed we are. So with our new decision store feature, you'll be able to see detailed insights into how past decisions were made, exactly what features and logic impacted those decisions, and that along with resulting KPI impact.
I mean, this is huge for everyone, as you know, when you need to understand how a decision happened, you know, and how to defend it against any type of internal stakeholders or regulator. What inputs were used in that decision? You know, what the model was used? What triggered that decisions? And what are the past patterns that impacted that? So by using that type of a stateful feature approach, you've made a best-in-class explainability even easier to track.
And I'm sure you've heard this before, we're taking it even further. So as users experiment with new data, new features, and changes to their logic, they'll be able to run simulations directly on KPI features and against historical context. This instantly predicts how these changes will impact future decision outcomes.
Well, I know there's a lot of people in the audience that are going to be really excited about that, but this is going to enable rapid experimentation so the business can really move fast and, you know, do things with confidence when you need to make changes, so you're no longer making any guesses.
That's exactly right. So our platform's API first and agentic framework, combined with this paradigm shift in managing business KPIs as features, is setting the stage for decision agents, where your systems aren't just responding, they're actually reasoning, they're adapting, and they're improving continuously.
Well, Horia, that's massive. Like, that only, you know, you can see the trends and shifts, you know, earlier, but you're basically feeding the entire ecosystem with the insights you need to basically course correct faster and even automatically in some cases, if I may say. So that's how you take the context, right, that we talked about, and you turn it into action. And that's how you take the data and turn it into meaningful outcomes for you and for your customers.
Yeah, and these are just a few highlights. If you want to go deeper on this topic and learn more about some other new feature types we're bringing to market, actually check out my session with my colleague Brant. It's called Always On Feature Management, and it's at 2 p.m. later today.
All right, well, Horia, we just talked about how the next generation of feature management, you know, gives you more robust context intelligence to drive that customer 360 experience and unlock business insights about the strategies. So how do we actually turn these insights into actions? We talked about how the data goes into insights, but how does the insights goes into action?
This is such an important topic. I'm really glad that we have a chance to talk about this. So you've heard us talk about composability before. Bill expanded on composability before. We're on a continuous journey to evolve our component-based architecture towards an API-first, agentic, and agile platform. I'm really excited about the progress we've made to enhance our composition capabilities on FICO Platform. Remember the card fraud use cases that we mentioned before?
Absolutely do. Can you show us how that works?
So we haven't just brought fraud-inspired profiles to FICO Platform. We've transformed our end-to-end orchestration engine so that you can build and execute extremely high-volume, near real-time, analytically powered use cases seamlessly.
So, okay, well, I'm not sure I'm really getting those details, Horia. Like, what does that do, or what does that mean?
Well, Mazen, candidly, I'm not sure I am either. So luckily, our friend and fraud expert Adam Davies will expand on this topic in great detail later on today.
I think you're giving Adam way too much credit. So go back.
Mazen, whether you start with one use case from transaction-based customer management that you see here, or to real-time event-based next best offers or actions, to risk-aware originations decisions, the modular nature of our platform is there to help. For both real-time transaction decisions, as well as complex workflows that involve human review, you'll have the flexibility to assemble and orchestrate solutions that use modular building blocks that pull in data, models, and decisions from across your entire ecosystem. By the way, we've made the integration with FICO Marketplace seamless, so you can actually literally drag and drop Marketplace assets from inside and outside your organization directly onto your composition canvas to compose new solutions in minutes. If you want to see more of this in action, you definitely don't want to miss the demo happy hour session later today.
I can't wait for that, Horia. Like, this is it's all about giving you more agility, faster time to market, and the ability to truly break down these organizational silos. So, that often really slows your innovation.
Yeah, and the quick parting thought from me, don't forget, whenever you're authoring, creating, or editing a decision strategy, you will retain detailed visibility and transparency into how features are used, how decisions are made, and what actions are taken towards achieving your desired business outcomes.
Well, thank you, Horia. Let's give Horia a round of applause for showing us all the future FICO platform capabilities. So when you bring all this together, always on feature, rich profiling, analytics, world-class decisioning, powerful tools like simulations and optimization, you're getting more than a platform. You're really getting a game changer. And it's not big flashy word. I have spent, decades in the trenches with all of some of you and some of our partners. And what I've seen that really FICO doesn't just promise, we always deliver. But please don't take my word for it. And talk to each other this week. Go to the breakout sessions, go to the demo theater, but also most importantly, learn from your peers. And in fact, I've got one of them here that I'm gonna invite soon. So I'm thrilled to bring up a customer who's truly living the platform vision. Breaking silos, pushing limits, sharing data, driving smarter decisions across all of their line of businesses. Please join me in welcoming Mike Enriquez from BMO.
Let's go on, Mazen.
All right, Mike, welcome. So we heard quite a bit from Liz today in the keynote about all the incredible strides that BMO's making. And to kick things off, could you share just a bit about your role, how long you've been at BMO, and what drew you to the space?
Yeah, sure. So I've been in credit risk for most of my working career, over 20 years. Currently, I'm the Director in Credit Risk System Solutions, and my main focus is the operationalization of credit risk decisions, both in the originations and customer management space, and more recently, assisting fraud with application fraud implementation. I think I've always loved this role because I view it as an enabler of our customers' dreams and goals, making credit decisions within BMO risk tolerances while providing customers the credit products to allow them to fulfill their dreams. In BMO, we call it growing the good.
Oh, well, that's a great one, growing the good. So I'm sure you guys are doing a great job of doing that for all of your Canadian and American customers. On another note, Liz earlier in her keynote talked about, the great partnership that is evolving with FICO and that has been running for over 2 decades. But BMO was one of the earliest customers that adopted the FICO platform, initially started with origination and customer management, then it drove across multiple other use cases. Can you share initially what drove you to invest in the FICO platform and how did that vision, evolve over time?
Yeah, I think really it was about the identification of opportunity to improve our existing credit risk decision capabilities. These opportunities can really be summarized, I would say, in 3 goals. The first one was to improve the quality of production deployments. What we were noticing was that the complexity of our strategies were increasing and our ability to promote those error-free on a very consistent basis was decreasing. The FICO platform provided us not only the simulation capabilities, but also the decision metaphors, the building blocks of a decision flow, if you will, to implement those effectively and validate them before they went into production. Number 2 is something I call strategy fidelity, right? So when you get a credit risk strategy, there's a vision associated with that strategy. And if you don't have the correct tooling to implement that vision, what happens is your fidelity decreases. You might have 4 key requirements, you're only able to implement 2 of them. And the last is really about data augmentation. So as we persist, or as we sort of move forward in our various journeys, the real key is to be able to pull in data assets, real time, at critical points in your decision-making process. And having a platform that's able to reach out, collect those insights, and then execute upon them is key, I think, for modern strategy execution and decision making.
I love it. So there are three things. So marketplace and the third-party data, strategy fidelity, and the first one was?
Increasing the quality of your production deployment.
Thank you. Increasing the quality of the production deployment. So these are three key takeaways to take from how BMO were driving things successfully. So we do know that BMO is one of the oldest banks in Canada, goes back to 1917, if I'm not mistaken.
1817.
1817, sorry, thank you. Legacy systems are, a reality and, for any long established institutions. And can you talk to us about how you were able to, integrate, the FICO platform and then bridge the gap between, the legacy systems that you have? I'm assuming you didn't have to replace those at all, right?
Yeah, I mean, actually, one of your FICO colleagues, Robert, always says this: we had to rewire the house while keeping the lights on, right? As you mentioned, BMO's been around a long time, multiple technical innovations along that period. So when we onboarded the FICO platform, the FICO platform was in a ready state for your digital modern experiences. But we still had these legacy applications that weren't going anywhere immediately. So what we did to address the backward capability, if you will, is we built purpose-built adapters. And what these adapters are essentially responsible for are taking these legacy transactions, converting them to a form which the FICO platform can ingest. Those transactions now have access to all the modern decision capabilities. The responses are sent back to the adapter takes that response, changes it into a form that's compatible with the legacy system, and the end result being you get a decision based upon modern decisioning processes that's acceptable to these legacy systems.
So having legacy systems did not stopping you from adopting a modern decisioning platform, and I'm assuming, was it hard to build those adapters?
I wouldn't say it's hard. Like, usually your organization is gonna have the necessary internal SMEs to build these types of adapters. There's a level of tedium involved in it, but it's not rocket science.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mike. And I think most of the people here in the audience would agree that, there's a tremendous value in having a single platform spanning multiple use cases, across the enterprise. And you've started, as we mentioned, in origination, customer management, then you went to fraud. But the reality in financial institutions, there's a lot of silos. So can you share with us, how did BMO overcome some of these silos, and what are the lessons learned that you can share with the audience here about how you were able to overcome, some of these challenges?
Yeah, it's interesting. So I wasn't aware of any of the previous presenters' content, but you can see themes. So Nikhil was constantly talking about contextualization. And to us, that's the key. So a very simple use case, say you've got a pre-approval strategy running or a credit limited decrease strategy running. And a part of your line management strategy is you want to process a CLD. Now, simultaneously, that same customer comes in and applies for a credit card acquisition, and we approve them. There's dissonance in that decision. Doesn't make sense that you're lowering your overall credit exposure for customer A while simultaneously increasing it, right? Now, that may seem simple, but if you don't have a platform that allows you to contextualize both of those decisions real time and exchange those insights, you're opening yourself for gaps in your adjudication process. Not only from a risk perspective, where our job is always to protect the bank, but also from an experience perspective.
Yeah, so no, this is great insight. So contextualization was a key driver and a key thing for you to kind of overcome these silos and bring in this together. So can you give us an example of some kind of problems you're solving with your customers and the insights you gained from having a single platform that goes across these multiple use cases? So what have changed for you from the day-to-day basis?
Yeah, I mean, it all comes, for me, the biggest change is contextualization. So this idea where you're finding insights from data that you normally wouldn't. So for example, in the fraud case, we control the resending of applications for originations fraud through the concept of critical change, right? An application has a number of attributes. We track these attributes on the platform and determine, has this application, as it's going through its iterative adjudication process, is it experiencing critical change? And if it does, we may want to evaluate it for fraud again.
Yeah.
Well, the number of times that critical change occurs on an application in itself can be indicative of other behavior, possibly nefarious. So there's an example where, from a day-to-day perspective, those types of insights are not always apparent and obvious, but they're there, and the platform allows you to derive that.
This is great, Mike. And we talked about how is it important to be able to derive features and aggregate features and be able to use those to be able to spot the behavior and be able to stop fraud or offer the right thing to your customer at the right time. Now, you talked about the marketplace, which is you said third-party data providers and ingesting them in real time was a game changer for you. So how do you see FICO Marketplace also with the expansion playing a role in accelerating those integrators? And what are some of the benefits that you have seen from adopting the marketplace and bringing in, I don't know, I think you mentioned in a previous conversation you had 8 or 10 data sources that you currently leverage using the platform.
Yeah, so possibly for a lot of people in the room, your classic integration experience is typically IT-led, right? But let's take something like the credit bureaus, for example. We integrate with the credit bureaus using platform. Now, credit bureau data is very esoteric, right? You've got your trade lines, your public record segments. There's a whole bunch of reporting segments that you can analyze and derive value from in different ways. By having the credit risk system team, along with the credit risk strategy partners, with our hands on the levers, so to speak, we have the right level of subject matter expertise to quickly derive information from these third-party providers, as opposed to attempting to articulate what you want done through a series of waterfall or even agile requirements to your IT teams. They go off, they code something in a silo, they come back, and you're like, well, this wasn't exactly what I wanted. So the ability for us to manage the integrations ourselves allows us to rapidly experiment in terms of researching and application of these third-party providers.
Great. So basically, that allowed you faster time to market. I'm assuming it did save you cost of not calling the bureaus, multiple times. So there's a lot of benefit of using those interfaces.
Faster to market, better insights, quicker development of derived or imputed features from the underlying data.
So Mike, what advice would you give the institutions that are here with us in the room that would like to replicate BMO's success? Like, especially that some of them, they understand the silos and they might be hesitant to adopt a single platform, that can solve multiple use cases across the enterprise.
Yeah, I mean, my own personal experience with the platform was when we first started using it, the initial focus was on migration, stability, and addressing what we would consider table stakes strategic changes. So Liz earlier talked about this idea of parameterized downturn-ready strategies. She was a champion of that from the start. Like going into it, this is what she wanted to do. At this point, really what we're focusing on now are our digital-first methodologies and applications. Because if you think about digital experiences, they're supposed to be lightweight and frictionless, right? You log on, very limited information, and as the transaction flows through the pipeline, you're augmenting the data, right? It's unreasonable to expect these digital experiences to push all of the data features. So I would really recommend to colleagues in the room that if you're starting this journey, start considering what your data strategy is going to be. And how are you going to operationalize that 360 view? The data can really be summarized, I think, delineated into 2 general categories. You have what's called your online data, so these are sort of your existing APIs, third-party providers, you have your offline data. In our world, offline data is contained within traditional databases, maybe Hadoop clusters, and they actually contain a lot of the characteristics that we use in credit risk strategy. So trended variables, right? Averages, means, totals, things along these lines, slopes. So really what we've done is we're looking at how can we take these offline characteristics, operationalize them real time, seamlessly, and use them in a strategy.
That's great insight, Mike. Well, Mike, thank you so much for all the insight. BMO continues to be a really inspiring example of what's when, execution and vision meet together. And, all the innovation and relentless work that you guys have put together is not helping you just keep pace, but it's actually rapidly evolving the market. So we can't wait to see what you're going to do next with the FICO platform. And thank you very much for all the insights that you shared.
Thank you, Mazen.
Thank you. So, look, I know everybody is hungry, and probably your stomach is making decision faster than any AI technology we discussed today. So if you want to go deeper on any of these topics, please go to the breakout sessions, go to the demos. There's plenty of information for you this week. Book a consultations with the FICO experts. Again, thank you very much for sticking around with us for 45 minutes. Thank you for your time. Have a great lunch and enjoy FICO World. Thank you, guys.